I have a phobia of wolves.
This is my favorite scene from the 2009 Wes Anderson movie Fantastic Mr. Fox. I mean, don't get me wrong, the entire movie is perfect. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. But there's always been something so special about this scene in particular. Part of why I think I like this scene so much is purely because of how silly it is. The silence from the wolf, the fist in the air, the tear in the eye, the entire scene is just comical. I also like how the scene seems so random and out of place. Mr. Fox and his team have just narrowly escaped death and are rushing back to see their families, but they stop along the road to admire this wolf. For these reasons alone, ever since I first watched the movie, this scene has been the most memorable. But it wasn't until my third rewatch when I finally got to fully appreciate and understand the scene, and it wasn't until my third rewatch that I realized that this scene is the most important and meaningful scene in the entire movie. Anderson's Fantastic Mr. Fox is surprisingly real, considering that it's an adaptation of a children's book. From the very beginning of the movie, it's clear that Mr. Fox is experiencing a midlife crisis. One of the very first lines of the movie is Mr. Fox expressing his dissatisfaction, saying,
"I don't want to live in a hole anymore. It makes me feel poor."
This discontent stems from a career change suggested by Mrs. Fox. Before becoming a newspaper journalist, Mr. Fox used to steal livestock from local farmers Boggis, Spuds, and Bean. One day, Mr. Fox took Mrs. Fox on one of his excursions, and they ended up getting caught. Mrs. Fox reveals that she's pregnant and tells Mr. Fox that if they escape and live,
I want you to find another line of work.
Mr. Fox reluctantly agrees. 2 years, 12 Fox years later, we see Mr. Fox dealing with the effects of the midlife crisis. He says, "Who am I?"
Why a fox? Why not a horse or a beetle or a bald eagle? I'm saying this more as like existentialism, you know? Who am I? And how can a fox ever be happy without you'll forgive the expression, a chicken in its teeth?
Earlier in the movie, when his realtor asks what he does for a living, Mr. Fox replies,
I used to steal birds, but now I'm a newspaperman.
"I used to steal birds." He addresses his past first because to him, that's who he thinks he should be. A fox with a chicken in its teeth. And I think this is a feeling that all of us are all too familiar with. It's easy to feel pressure to conform, such as getting a cool, fancy job and thinking that it'll solve all of our problems. And in no way am I saying that this is inherently wrong, but I do think it's a little deceiving to chase something purely because of the worth that others put onto it. If other people are doing it and they seem happy and look like they belong, that must mean I'll be happy too, right? Thus, it becomes almost instinctual to conform. After all, who would want to be different? Being different is a common theme throughout the movie, and it's shown through all of the characters, but it's the way the characters embrace difference where we learn the most. It's established many times in the movie that Mr. Fox has a phobia of wolves. However, it's not the wolves that he's scared of, it's what they represent that he can't bear to face. The wolf is quite literally different, both metaphorically and literally. The wolf in nature is wild, untamed, the exact opposite of Mr. Fox. The way the wolf is physically depicted in the movie is also different. The wolf doesn't speak, and it closely resembles an actual animal, while Mr. Fox is anthropomorphized. Depicted through his phobia, being different is everything that Mr. Fox fears in himself. Near the climax of the film, when all the animals are deep underground, Mr. Fox comes to an awareness of all the damage he's caused, of all his friends he hurt, purely because he was acting selfish. In one of the greatest monologues in the history of cinema, he says, "I enjoyed it, but I shouldn't have done it. I think I have this thing where I need everyone to think I'm the greatest."
The quote-unquote fantastic Mr. Fox. And if they aren't completely knocked out and dazzled and kind of intimidated by me, then I don't feel good about myself. Foxes traditionally like to court danger, hunt prey, and outsmart predators, and that's what I'm actually good at.
Mr. Fox thinks he has this need, this instinct to be a fox, courting danger and hunting prey, thinking that if he doesn't do these things, his peers would value him less. This causes him to go on dangerous adventures, putting himself and everyone he loves at risk. But that's not what makes Mr. Fox, Mr. Fox. That's not what makes him so likable either. In fact, it's the complete opposite. His charm, intelligence, wit, and caring qualities are what make him such a good leader and father, not his recklessness or danger. He's different, and that's okay. His difference is where he thrives. Which brings us back to the wolf scene. This scene is so beautiful because it symbolizes Mr. Fox coming to terms with the fact that he's different and embracing it rather than being scared of it. It's also worth pointing out that Ash, Mr. Fox's son, similarly worried about being different the entire movie, and he ended up saving the team only once he mustered the courage to embrace his difference. This actually highlights a valuable point. Being different is hard. It's so much easier to conform. You don't have to worry about being judged or about what others think of you. But you can't expect to make change if you're doing the same thing as everybody else. Difference is good. Difference is needed in the world. If there's one thing that Fantastic Mr. Fox teaches us, it's that we should embrace our differences and use them to inspire others. We have nothing to prove to anybody else except ourselves. Be different. Be you. Be fantastic.